3, 2, 1. Bang.
Welcome to this presentation of the Culture War Wrestling Federation. We'll find out who the real winners and losers of the Culture War are, right here in the wrestling ring. I'm Joe Rotz, and I'm joined by a man who has never once tipped his waitstaff less than 30% or given his warm smile. Cock Douglas. Hello, Cock.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you again for joining us for CWWF. We have another great episode for you. Two star-studded matches tonight.
We're going to talk about those in just a moment, but on the other side of the desk is a man who feeds bread to ducks in the park even though he knows it's bad for them. Vic, the voice Valentine. Don't do it, Vic.
Oh yeah, that's right, Rods. I love bread, I love steaks, and I give all the best steaks. And speaking of nourishment, that's what I'm here to do, to nourish the minds of all of you, the CWWF universe, with the wisdom of the voice.
Well, I think we're going to dip our delicate toes into the turbulent spheres of politics and the so-called war on Christmas, aren't we, Cock?
This is a matchup that everyone has a horse in. Two holidays, everyone's two favorites. Heck, they even made a movie that's based on both of them. We have Halloween in one corner and Christmas in the other. For our second match, we have Lauren Boebert, yes, the House representative, taking on the Hog. Now, this match already happened in a theater at one point. Now, they're going to settle their score here in the ring. They're going to tangle it up and see who lasts longer.
Let's be real for just a second though, Kark. You say everyone's two favorites, but there's only one real favorite, and that is Christmas. And we are here tonight to put the Christ back in Christmas, 2 fists at a time.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you. No Christ in my Christmas, I'll have you know. I think I'm more of a Halloween man. Did you ever dress up as a child, Vic? What did you wear? What was your costume?
Well, I can tell you this much, Rods. You scare the hell out of me, and it makes complete sense that Halloween is your favorite holiday. I didn't dress up as a child, but I let all of my 12 sons, they can each choose one of 2 costumes. They can be our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, or they can be Thomas Edward Patrick Brady II. Those are the only 2 costumes allowed in my house.
Jesus Christ, you have 12 kids?
Well, my favorite costume was one year. I was a young lad, about 12 years old, and I went as a land surveyor. Carried around my sextant, put it on the porch, and asked for candy. They were very confused about that. Why would a child dress up like that? That was my dream, Vic. That was my dream. I did not achieve it.
What's important, Rots, is that you followed your dreams, and you're living another dream now, here at the commentary desk of CWWF, ready to watch 2 great matches as these athletes go head-to-head and break it down for us in the ring.
Well, if that's true, don't wake me up. I do like to sleep. With that, let's go to the ring and find out who wins this next round of the Culture Wars. Here we are at the court of public opinion for our first match of the evening, and let's the flames begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the ring, representing Halloween and Sleepy Hollow, Jack O'Lantern.
Yeah, we get it. Really spooky guy. Oh, that's an amazing cut right there. Great work by our cameraman. Look at this. He looks like he fell into a Hot Topic. Every single belt in there landed on his costume, and now he's making his way. He looks like the third Hardy brother. I don't mean to be a bah humbug, but maybe I'm just not much of a Halloween guy.
You know what, Vic? I happen to like Halloween. You know why I like Halloween, Vic? Did you ever have a good experience trick-or-treating as a child?
You know what? That's my business, Rots. But I'm gonna say, most of the time, no.
The best thing about Halloween is it's an honest holiday. The world is full of darkness and terror, Vic. I lie awake most nights, thinking about what's in the corner. What was that shadow? Was it moving? Are there really demons? Is there an afterlife? No, it's just a void waiting us all. And when you couple that with images of gore and demons and all of the worst parts of humanity, and you have to face them. You put them on screen, you read scary stories, and you watch scary movies. And slowly over time, that child becomes desensitized. Become anesthetized even. This awful world around us. And then you take that child, you thrust them out into the darkness. Go walk up the street, knock on that stranger's door, look him in the eye and ask for candy. He'll give it to you. Take that candy and eat your sugar and know that it's the only good in the world that there will ever be. Happy Halloween.
Kark, I'm scared. Is this what Halloween is supposed to be about, Kark?
Dude, I just liked getting candy.
Look, this is why I like Christmas, okay? Because weird things like this happen on Halloween. I don't like this, Kark. I don't feel safe.
It's okay. All right, we're going to make it up to you.
Well, who's coming to the ring now?
Representing Christmas at the North Pole, Santa Claus.
Well, let me tell you something, Joe Rotz. You talk about darkness, and you talk about demons, and you talk about sending children out to darkness. This is the light of the world. This right here, Saint Nicholas, is here to fight and to win the war for Christmas and to take down all of the non-believers like you.
I don't care for Christmas, I gotta be honest. It's a bullshit holiday, Vic. You invite your uncle to the table, he fights with your aunt, everybody pretends they like each other. They don't like each other. And there's no goodwill in cheer. It's a bunch of bad music and bullshit.
I'm praying for you, Joe Rotz. I'm praying for you.
I wish you wouldn't, to be honest.
I'm going to, and you can't stop me, Rotz!
Both these holidays involve praying, guys, so let's just settle it right now in the ring.
Don't give me your world peace and cheer nonsense, Kark. This is about dominance, and Christmas is going to come out on top.
Whoa, Jack coming out of the corner strong in this highly anticipated holiday hardcore matchup.
Jacko starting off a little quick. That's to be expected. Santa's the bigger man, a little slower, but he's showing you his strength right now. Huge powerbomb early on.
You know, he's got a bunch of muscle hiding underneath that jolly bowl of jelly.
You're not wrong there, Kark. This man, and he's got Santa's little helper with him now.
I didn't think Santa would be the first to grab a weapon.
Can he do that?
He can. And look at this. Big spin, face first onto Santa's little helper. He is not playing around, taking it to Jacko early.
Is he wearing leather overalls? That's a bit much.
He has a workshop, Rutz. If you knew something about being a hardworking American man, you'd understand what a workshop is.
It's in the North Pole. Do you know how cold it is up there?
What's happening with all these weapons? Why are there weapons?
Well, you need to understand, Rotz, this is a hardcore holiday match. No rules, just violence. And Saint Nick being very unsaintly early on to Jacko.
I thought this man was supposed to be jolly. None of this says holiday cheer.
Oh, blocking the kick and returning one of his own.
Looked like that was right in the Jingle Bells, Kark.
Looked like it. Remember, all legal in a hardcore holiday match.
You're damn right. Back into the ring. Santa making his way. He's showing a bit of an affinity for those stairs early on. I wonder if that's going to be a through point during this match. Let's find out.
He's bringing him to the ring. He's got a plan.
Wouldn't it be easier to swing the hammer? I don't understand why the stairs.
Santa doesn't do things because they're easy. He does things because they're right. Going back for the stairs again.
He's got a lot of practice being in a workshop all day with a bunch of elves. You don't think they know to use all the tools and weaponry that's around ringside right now?
You couldn't be more right, Kark.
Elves use tools and weaponry. Weaponry?
It's all legal.
All right.
And you notice how desperate Jacko is to not allow Santa to use those stairs. Clearly he understands that's going to be a kill shot if St. Nick has his way.
It's like lodging a full elf made of metal right at your face.
I could not think of a more apt metaphor, Kirk. I agree.
I don't know that qualifies as a metaphor, I've got to be honest.
Well, he's ready to do battle by any means necessary. Like I said, this man has dealt with bad PR. He's dealt with people not being able to say Christmas. Oh, and a cheap chop block from Jacko.
If he just leaves the stairs alone, he'd be doing better.
Rotz, you don't know anything about wrestling.
He wants to maximize his damage.
Right on that pumpkin head, just a one count. Huge powerbomb. St. Nick continues to dominate early on against the smaller, weaker man and Holiday. Whips him in. Little bumble and stumble there.
I don't know that we can say that's a man, to be honest. It's a sentient pumpkin.
I'm not gonna call it they, okay, Rotz? Sorry.
I mean, you can't see the jack-o'-lantern's face, or, I mean, you know, it's a jack-o'-lantern, so they wouldn't be the most appropriate, correct?
I can't deal with you two. I can't. I just want to have a nice hardcore holiday match, and not think about pronouns for once.
Very difficult words, I understand, Vic.
I never use them. Excuse me, Vic never uses them in Vic's daily life.
Now I'm uncomfortable again.
I can't see why, Rotz. But nothing is as uncomfortable as the beating that St. Nick is laying on Jacko right now. Back into the ring they go. St. Nick on the offensive again.
Go from behind. Taking out the leg of jack-o'-lantern. Now he's pulling him closer? What does he have in mind?
Looks like, yup, he is a singularly focused Saint going for those stairs, and Jacko knows it's all over if St. Nick gets to use his favorite weapon.
I would have thought his favorite weapon was a reindeer. What kind of bullshit animal is that to ride around on?
Huge tomb slam from Jacko. 1, 2. Whew, that was a little bit too close for comfort.
Too much warmth in that man to keep him down for good. He's still got a lot of presents to deliver tonight.
Jacko hauls St. Nick to his feet. Quick punch. And the bowl full of jelly to belly slam. Put him away. Pin him, St. Nick.
Down the chimney. 1, 2. No presents for you.
Well, it may not be over yet, but that's just because St. Nick wants to use his secret weapon. Maybe not so secret, but his favorite weapon.
What's Jacqueline doing? Just threatening to punch him?
That's a trick or a treat he's threatening him with there. Big scoop and into the rail. Huge DDT, down goes, and look at St. Nick fighting back to his feet, but Jacko continues the offensive.
Working the body up to the head.
I think he forgot about the stairs finally.
You're wrong. He's got him. What? Is he?
Do it
No.
already.
No.
Do it.
No.
They're waiting for
No,
it.
what are you doing?
He's savoring the moment, that's what. Oh, it's gotta be over now.
All of that, that's all he did with it?
Were you not excited by the stair maneuver?
I haven't been that let down since my last Christmas morning.
And again with the stairs.
Rotz, you don't seem impressed.
He's trying to smash the pumpkin on his dome.
A little pumpkin pie, maybe even a little nod to Thanksgiving there by St. Nicholas. He's a very generous man, I hear.
That's an actual holiday. Nothing wrong with Thanksgiving.
St. Nick whips him in, and charges him with the sleigh, Santa's sleigh. And Santa's getting geared up here.
Oh, drop kick to the back.
Takes him up, looking to put him away. Jacko fights free. This is turning into a bit of a slugfest here.
What do you expect from a hardcore holiday match?
I expected it would be over by now. I'm surprised that Jacko is still in this thing. But Santa's looking like he's getting ready to put him away, moving him to the middle of the ring, and he's about to go up the chimney. Oh, here we go.
What's he doing? What does he have in mind?
Hitting the ropes, deck the halls. Two and three. Fa la la la, loser, Joe Rotz. Christmas is on top once again.
I don't like this very much. Another fat man up there pretending to be something to look up to. Oh, yay for Christmas. What a holiday. Let's have a cup of warm eggnog. Ah, fucking hell. Talk about a drink that says, I don't care anymore. Do you know how many calories are in that mug of slop? Hell, why not just put some rum in there? Let's cast your sins before you and drink them up. Let's just look forward to the next year. We get to lie to our children about this man and his magical caribou, carrying the sack of deceit and consumerism with him. No thank you, Vic.
Hey, you know what? Both holidays are great.
Well, here we are again, down at ringside for our next match, which should be interesting, I think.
Making her way to the ring, representing Colorado and the House of Representatives, Lauren Boebert.
Well, clearly our announcer got his education in the state of California. Otherwise, he would know that Lauren Boebert really represents that great, prideful American state of Florida, where she was born and raised. Florida, where she grew up wrestling swamp hogs her entire life. Lauren Boebert might be the most qualified person to handle a hog, even more qualified than she is to take down the woke moralists in her new state of Colorado.
Is she wrestling an actual hog?
Give it time. Give it time, Rods.
Making their way to the ring, representing the slophead, the hog.
I don't know what to say.
Well, your question's been answered. And I gotta say, I've seen hogs wrestle before. I've seen them wrestle hundreds of times. I've never seen one quite this big, quite this girthy, and quite this ready looking for combat as the hog that's entering this ring to face the Congresswoman from the Centennial State.
If we're talking about physical attributes, this might be the biggest hog she's ever faced. I know she's got plenty of experience with hogs, but this might take the cake.
You could say that again, Kark, but here we go. Bell's about to ring, and let the action begin.
She's starting off aggressive with that hog, stopping a mud hole in it, so to speak.
Yeah, using her feet on the hog. It's an unusual strategy, but I think one that could pay off for her.
It's a bit dirty technique.
Yeah, but it's paying off. Lauren starting off strong. Not sure what that maneuver is.
What? I'm perplexed as well. I don't understand what is going on.
It's like a hot flash almost. I'm not sure.
Look, Rots, just think about what you're seeing. Call it how you feel it, and trust me, you're gonna get there. It's gonna be okay, buddy.
The roles were reversed right there. The hog went for a powerbomb on Bobert.
And a second one. The hog shaking Bobert to her very spine, Kark.
Whoa, the grip on that hog. That's impressive.
She is way up there and flies off. An unusual strategy once again, but the Congresswoman needs to find a way to battle back into this match.
That hog's very good at bouncing people on it, that's for sure.
Why are these two fighting?
Well, word on the street, Rods, is that it has something to do with there was a show in a theater. I wasn't paying attention. It was like Bobby's World or Freakazoid, some cartoon from when we were children. I don't know the exact details. Kark might have more.
Well, it looks like it was an incident at a theater where the match got too out of control, got too rambunctious. There were flashing lights, there was smoke, and they were both kicked out. They could not be contained, so that's why we're having the rematch here tonight.
Almost makes sense.
Clearly the hog holding a grudge. Big squeeze here on the Congresswoman.
I have to say, I'm still very uncomfortable with all of this.
Look, Rots, sometimes combat can be hard to watch. Sometimes it can be hard to watch a petite little thing like this having to deal with such a big, sweaty, beefy hog. But she's doing her best in there. Right now she's getting to, oh my God!
That hog threw her on some hard wood right there, and now he's getting even taller, even bigger.
Why is he gesturing to the ref?
Is he going to drop it on her? He is.
That's a good observation, Rots. You got to keep an eye on this ref. He might get involved at some point in this match. I want you to keep an eye out for that, Rots. That's going to be an important thing to watch for.
I will do that.
I knew I could count on you, buddy. Congresswoman, come on, show a little fire. The hog's just whipping her around.
Ooh. That hog got airborne.
Yeah, smashed down right on her guts.
That pig had wings.
Clark, is this a normal match? Do you see this a lot in wrestling? A woman fighting a hog?
In CWWF, we are a very progressive organization, so anyone is welcome to face anyone and anything.
Speak for yourself, Kark. There's nothing about this that I welcome. But I do welcome the Congresswoman using her elbow on the head of the hog. An interesting technique. Big clap. And now Bobert dropping the hog left and right. Oh, a quick sweep, working on the base of the hog. That's an interesting technique. I like that. Lauren getting creative.
My notes here say her husband's name is Jason, spelled Jayson. Oh, wait, ex-husband. Who spells their name that way, phonetically? Like you can't memorize Jason.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you, Rots? The referee got involved,
There's nothing wrong with that.
but it looks like maybe on Lauren's side. Interesting. Kark, what do you make of this?
Well, did you see that? The hog went for her most vulnerable spot. Her knees brought her down to him quick.
I've got to disagree with you, Kark. I know Lauren Boebert uses her knees more so than maybe anyone in this business. That's her strength, not her weakness, my friend.
I didn't say that.
Oh, a jawbreaker from the hog. It's going to be difficult for Lauren to use her mouth later in the match now.
I still can't quite pinpoint what is making me uncomfortable here.
Are you feeling a sense of kind of pressure, or are you feeling like the blood leaving parts of your body? That happens sometimes when you're watching combat, Rods. It's normal. Just hang in there with us. Call the action. Speaking of the action, Lauren back to using the knees into the breadbasket of the hog, and down he goes. Lauren is picking up a head of steam now as this match progresses.
She's getting a bit rough with it right now. I'm not sure if it's the right technique. Sometimes being too rough, it doesn't work in your favor.
Shooter's grill from Lauren Boebert. 1, 2, and you can count them right up until the edge. Right up to the edge, but Lauren's not done with that hog yet.
Did you see how she let off as soon as 3 almost happened?
Yeah, that's an advanced technique. That's teasing the hog, isn't it, Kark?
She knew she could drag it out longer and make him suffer.
I think this is the least comfortable part of this match for me.
How so, Rots?
I don't want to talk about it.
Lauren up to the top rope. The hog's moving kind of slow.
The flying forearm right to the hog's face. Oh my God. Right between the eye.
Up again, a second shooter's grill. The hog's in big trouble. This has got to be it. 1, 2, and what is it gonna take to finish this hog? I don't understand how he's lasting as long as he is.
It must have got a second one. Sometimes when you're brought to the edge, you can come back even stronger.
Well, not if Lauren has anything to say about it. Big stroke there, stroking the hog down, and she's just toying with it at this point. huge kick. The second barrel, 2 and 3. That's all she wrote. Lauren Boebert wins, and that's all she ever does.
What do you think about that, Rots?
I just watched a woman wrestle a giant hog in the ring. We're here to decide the culture wars. We're here to figure out what is wrong with society and who's on the side of good. And is hog a euphemism? Is it? Vic, is that hog? No. No, Vic.
No, Rods, I think I know what you're talking about, and no, the hog is not a euphemism for the wrongs of being a vegetarian. Vegetarians are people too. It's important that you recognize that. And I could not be more proud of Lauren Boebert and the way she handled this hog tonight.
Okay.
Well, gentlemen, tonight we had 2 phenomenal matches. Our first match of the night saw 2 holiday titans collide in the ring in a hardcore holiday match between Santa Claus, representing Christmas, and Jack-o'-lantern, representing Halloween. And Santa Claus ended up climbing that chimney to the top of the Christmas tree and putting that star on top.
You know, Kark, things finally went the way I wanted them to tonight. Not only did jolly old Saint Nick take home the win, but the number 1 Congresswoman in the entire House of Representatives, Lauren Boebert, emerged victorious once again. She's now won her seat in Congress twice, and she has now defeated that big, nasty, sweaty hog twice. I just want to say to everyone in our audience, but especially to you, Joe Rotz, I want to say very Merry Christmas.
Well, I think it's fair to say there were clear winners and losers here. We just watched a prominent, if not infamous, politician wrestle a giant hog. And the best thing I can say is that the match happened, but it's over now and we just have to live with that reality. And for all the bluster about the war on Christmas, well, Santa pulled on his leather breeches and got one over on Halloween's jack-o'-lantern. That is true. I don't know what that means for the future clash between these holidays, but perhaps we'll find out ourselves under a bundle of mistletoe. And whether we consent or not, we'll have the rematch planted right on our face. That's a weird tradition, that mistletoe thing. Think about it. Well, for now, that's all for this installment of the Culture War Wrestling Federation. I bid you good night. Or day. I don't know when you're watching this. I don't know where you are on the food pyramid. Do we use that anymore?
I have no
Thanks
idea.
for jumping in, everyone.
So I was reading the damn script.
Yeah, so was I. I was like, all right.
God, Corbin, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have literally no response. I don't know why magical caribou killed me so bad. It obliterated my brain. There was nothing left after you said magical caribou. I like